Hello everyone, my name is Eda Harris. I'm back to make a live video. And I've been, you know, I've been a child of God since I was 5 years old. And God has brought me closer and closer to Him, and I've been closer to God and closer to God. And now I want to make this live video. This live video gonna help you and myself in situation that is in December. December is a good year. It's an awesome year. It's a year, the breath of Jesus Christ. It's a year that we need to share with one another. It's a year that we need to understand one another. It's a year that we need to devote our life to one another. So if you are devoting your life to me and I'm devoting my life to you, it's a blessing. Don't you know it's a blessing? Because it blesses our heart and our soul. It blesses every part of our body. So why is December is a great year? So now I want to talk about the story, the parable of the beggar Lazarus. Lazarus was a poor man begging. So what is beggar? It's a person typically a homeless or who live by asking for money or food. So if you know the definition of beggar, you will know that a beggar is a poor person who asks other and for money and food. And a rich person is a person who has great wealth of money and access wealth. So I am happy to let you know that this is the time for us to share with one another. And to share the breath of Jesus is to share your love for one another. If you don't have a gift, you do not have a talent or gift to give someone, but share this love for the person. Share the love by giving. Share the love by accepting them. Share the love by being concerned to them. Be concerned. When you concern to somebody, when you are happy with somebody, and when you accept somebody. So now the breath of Jesus this December is the year we need to share, because the year will soon end. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that the year will soon end, and I'm happy to be in December, the breath of the Lord Jesus Christ. I have the story in Luke chapter 16, verse 19 to 31. We talk about Lazarus and the rich man. There was a rich man who wore expensive clothes, and every day he eat expensive food. The rich man eat expensive food and wear expensive clothes. But the poor beggar named Lazarus was brought to the rich man's gate, to the rich man's house. To the gate of the rich man's house. To the gate of the rich man's house. And he was happy. The beggar, Lazarus was very happy to be in front of the rich man's gate. He was so happy. He's like, I'm so happy to be in front of rich man's gate. Are you and myself? Not everyone have enough to eat, but they can be happy in the street begging so they can be able to eat something. And we need to share. If we have even $1, let us share at least $1 to somebody that is in the street that asking, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with this? Because they lose everything. And I was in a situation before, which is I lost everything and God restored everything back to me. You see that? So if you and myself are going through a lot of situations like this, we need this December to share with one another. Don't you know sharing is great and it makes God excited and make God and bless us more? If you share with someone who is homeless, who do not have clothes to wear and shoes to put on their feet, God going to multiply your blessing upon your life. Don't you know? If you share with someone who don't have food to eat and don't have place to live, it means you are getting a banner blessing. In the December, this is time to share. In the December, this is time to share your love, your happiness, share with someone. But this is the story. This rich man has everything. He buys expensive clothes. He eats expensive food. And the poor man came and said he wants to be part of. He wants to. The poor man came in from the rich man house door. He came in from the rich man house and was happy, was excited, said, oh God, I'm going to get something to eat today. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm very excited in front of the rich man gate. So what happened? The man didn't help him. The man did not help the poor man, Lazarus. Are we going to be the one not to help our brothers and sisters? No color we are in, we are valuable in the body of Christ. So we need to help one another. Even any color that we are in, we need to help one another. Don't you know? We are standing up and say, can you help me? And we're going to share it together. And I know if you're going through a situation and you're going through trials and tribulation, this is the time we can share with each other. This is the time you can share your talent with me. I can share my talent with you. You can share your gift with me and I can share my gift with you. You can share your food with me and I can share my food with you. But this is the story of a beggar who begging in the street, lost everything as a homeless, trying to get something or crumbs from the rich man's table. And this rich man never helped him. So when the beggar died, guess what? The beggar went and got honor. The angel took him to the honor of Father Abraham. Where Father Abraham is, that's where the angel took him. Now the rich man died. The poor man got that honor, but the rich man died. When the rich man died, he went. They buried him, and they sent him to hell. And he was suffering, terrified. When he looked up, he saw Father Abraham far off, and he saw Lazarus at his side. He knew that Lazarus to his door. He did not help Lazarus. Are you going to see a poor person and you just walk away and waste water on them and walk away? Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? We need to help somebody. They have lost everything. They have lost everything and they all stressed out, confused, and they don't know how to eat in the morning. They don't even know, they don't know how to start their day. And you and myself, we need to help one another. Don't you know helping is good? When you help somebody, you see that smiles on their faces. God will bless you abundantly. So I'm saying this story. This is Christmas week. We need to help. So, and he told he saw Lazarus. He knew that Lazarus was to a gate when he was on the earth. He knew that Lazarus was to a gate. But when he died, he was in hell. The rich man was in hell. He asked him, Lazarus, telling Father Abraham, can you tell Lazarus to put a finger in the water and drop it on my tongue? A rich man telling Lazarus, because Lazarus was honored by God. You see? The rich man telling Lazarus, can you put a finger in the water and drop it on my tongue? Now, he said, the rich man said, have pity on me. Send Lazarus to drop his finger in the water and drop it on my tongue. I am suffering, terrified in this fire. He's suffering and terrified in the fire. Are we on the earth today thinking that everything is okay for my family, but how about people who are begging in the street? How about people who need your help, who need your ideas, and to help them, to comfort them, to encourage them, to challenge them, say, you can make it. Don't give up. Can you please, let's do it this December to keep smiles on somebody's faces, to make them have confidence in themselves? Can we do that together? I want to make this video not because I want to be seen. I'm making this video because this is December season. It's time for us to give. It's time for us to know that Jesus Christ was born in December and he came out to help us, to set us free from our sins. So now I'm saying it to you. Now look what he said Lazarus should do. And now if Abraham is saying, my friend, remember that while you were living, you had everything good, but Lazarus had everything bad. You see it? While you were living, telling the rich man in hell, while you were living, you had everything. But Lazarus didn't have, because Lazarus was a beggar. He did not have everything. He had soul all over his body, door licking his soul, and all these things. And let me tell you, this is the time we set aside. We don't want to, don't worry about any color. Just help. Just help someone that is in need. Just help someone that needs your help. Don't think about the color of their skin. Don't think about how they look like. Or don't think about all these hurtful feelings. Just help someone that is in need. So you gonna do that to help someone that is in need and give them $1 of food and say, oh, I will not give you $1, but let me go buy for you food and give it to this person? Do you want to? This is a blessing we need to have. This year, the year is ending. We need to share our blessing with someone that is in need. Someone is homeless. Somebody who need our help. So now he is happy. He is happy here. It's a deep, and now he is happy, okay? And you are in pain. You see it? The rich man was in pain in hell. He was in pain in hell because that was his judgment. That was his judgment because he was on the earth. He never shared with the poor person. Everything he don't want even the poor person to come close to him because he was too rich. His clothes were too valuable. Everything was too valuable. But let me tell you, you will have your reward when you do the right thing. When you're gonna do the right thing, you're gonna have your reward. Your reward is in heaven. Your reward is sharing with one another. Your reward is giving out. Don't think that if you give out, that the person going to give you back. Think when you give, it's from your heart. It's from your heart. So I've been sent by God, and he said, talk about me talk about me. Don't talk about yourself, but talk about me. And I am saying this live video that I don't want to talk about myself. I want to talk about what God has sent me to talk about. The rich man, Lazarus, and the rich man. The rich man was having everything. He lost everything. When he died, he went to what? Hell. And I'm saying, I'm still going in the deep of this story. This story is very interesting. He was in pain. The rich man was in pain. And now, the rich man was in pain. And beside there is a deep dish between us. So Abraham is saying, beside hell and heaven, there is a big boundary between us. You cannot cross from hell to heaven. You cannot. Because there is a boundary that you cannot cross. So you got to stay in hell. You see? You got to stay in hell. Then the rich man, Lazarus was honored and was next to Father Abraham, was next to Abraham. But now, this rich man telling Father Abraham to tell Lazarus to put his hands in the water and drop it on his stone. But now Father Abraham is saying to him that no, you are separated. You are in hell and he is in heaven. He cannot take water to take it to hell. So let me tell you, this season is time to give. It's time to share ideas. It's time to do the best job ever. The Thanksgiving and December, these are time to share your love. Every day you share your love, but this is the time that you devote sharing your love for one another, sharing ideas, sharing gifts for one another. If the person don't matter with what color they don't have. If you have $1 or you have little money, go and buy a gift and give it to that person, because maybe they don't have it. They don't have it. They say, what will I do to give gift to my children today? I lost my job. I lost my home. I lost everything. What will I do to give it to my children? They don't know where to go, because they're thinking that everything is all over. No, it's not over until God says it's over. So God is saying to you, if you have a gift, share it now. If you have everything that you have, share it with the poor. Are we sharing it? Or are we saying, oh no, I'm not going to share my gift. I'm going to keep my gift. Remember the story of Lazarus. Remember the story of the Lazarus and this rich man. Remember this story. This is December week. This is December month that we need to share. And I want to go end this story. And it's a deep gap. And no one from either side can cross over. Nobody from either side. You can't come from hell to heaven. Or you can't come from heaven to hell. No, you can't. So heaven have been divided. This is your side, and this is hell, and this is heaven. So we cannot come from heaven to go to hell and drop you water on your tongue. That's the rich man. But the rich man said, Father Abraham, then please send Lazarus to my father's home. Then he's still saying, please send Lazarus to my father's home. The rich man is still telling Father Abraham, but then can you please send Lazarus back to my father's home? And let him warn my 5 brothers. So, he telling Father Abraham to send Lazarus back to earth and tell his brothers then what he had done. Tell his brother to change their ways. Tell his brother to say, be nice. All that money I left you guys. Please be nice and share it. No, Father Abraham, he's coming to answer him after he has said it. He said it to Father Abraham. And And then so they won't do they won't come to this horrible place. You see, the rich man said that they shouldn't come to the horrible place. I see you, my sister-in-law. I see you, my friend. I know that you're all watching me, but I'm saying this is a story we need to remember. They have heaven and hell. And this rich man is still insisting, can you send Lazarus back to my brothers so they cannot come to hell? I don't want them to come to hell. And Father Abraham said, your brothers can read what Moses and the prophets wrote. Your brothers can read what Moses and the prophet wrote. So the prophet wrote. So they should pay attention to them. You see, Father Abraham is saying they should pay attention to them. They should read the Bible. They should do the right thing. They should be they will change. If they want to change, they will change. I don't have to send Lazarus there, because even if Lazarus go there, they will still not want to listen, because they seen the money, they seen this, they seen that. But if you want them to change, if they know how to read, they have the Moses and the prophets wrote. They should pay attention to them. Then the rich man said, no, that not enough. You see, he telling Father Abraham, no, that is not enough. I want to send somebody there to tell my brothers they to change from their ways, their attitude, their behavior, their this, and share the money to the poor, or do something good with their lives. I don't want them to come to hell. I do not want them to come to hell. But Father Abraham is going to answer him again. That's why the interesting thing about this story. Then the rich man said, no, that is not enough. If only someone from the dead can go to my house. If only the dead can go to my house. I mean, he wants Father Abraham to send somebody from the dead to go to a house on the earth and tell his brother to change. After he had did all the bad things and in hell, he don't want his brothers then to be in hell with him. So he wants that Father Abraham, if he sends somebody from the dead there, they will change. They will say, oh, the person from the dead, they will change. No. God wants us to change gradually. God cannot force you to change. But in the circumstances that you are in the difficulties that you will be going through, you need God's help. On the earth that we are living, God said we should enjoy everything. But we should take his name first, and everything last. We should worship him in spirit and in truth. We should do the right thing. We should be positive. And when you are positive, you will enjoy your life because you think positive. If you think negative, you begin to stress out. You begin to be confused. You begin to do the wrong things that God don't want you to do. And God is saying, this is the time that his breath we need to share with one another. And this rich man still insists that Father Abraham should take somebody from the dead to go and to change his brother's heart, not to come to hell. I mean, now we can see 31, Luke chapter 16 verse 31. So Abraham said, if if they won't pay attention to Moses or the prophet, they won't listen, giving it someone who come back from the dead. So if they not pay attention to the Moses, the prophet, and all these prophets that God has sent to them, if they not hold the Holy Bible and read inside and change, if they not go to church, they not do the right thing, I'm telling you, they will not change. I don't care if I even send somebody from the dead to them, they will not change. You see, they have to make their own decision to change. They have to make their own. We always in the modern age, we have to make our own decision to take the right road or the wrong road. But God is saying, if you take my road, if Jesus said, if you take my road, and you say, I'll take your salvation, I will take your healing, I will take your blessing, I'll pick up the cross and follow Jesus. If you do that, that is the right road to your success. Success don't come easily. But let me tell you, work towards your success by sharing, loving, doing good things on the earth. By doing all these good things on the earth and show example for Christ to say, yes, that's my child over there, God will bless you abundantly. Remember when Job lost things? Job lost everything. But then God restored everything back to Job. He can do the same thing for you. This December, we need to share with one another. We need to love one another. We need to help people who are in the street, homeless. We need to do it together, because every difficulties is an experience that you gotta learn from it, and at the end you begin to be a changed person for tomorrow. So this is the story of the rich man and the beggar and the rich man. I hope you enjoy this story. In this modern age that we are in, we shouldn't mind all these material things, and we now share it, and then we start to regret it. We don't want to regret anything. We want to love each other. Love your brother and your sister. Love people who are not even your family. Share with somebody who is not your family. Share with them. Because this is the time we need to share together. So I hope you enjoy this story, and I hope you keep in mind this December is a time for us to give and share with one another. It's a time for us to embrace one another. It's a time for us to go beyond our sharing, beyond our love, beyond everything, and do good to one another. I hope you enjoy this video, and I love you guys. I love you so much. I thank you for listening to me, and God love you the best. And have a good day. Bye.